Hey everybody, welcome into the Nesson Studios. Michaela Vernava here, and I am joined on the line by Jon Campbell, our sports analyst for oddshark.com. I call him Johnny Oddshark. Jon, I'm super excited for college football season to be kicking off this weekend. And last week, you told us you like over 6.5 wins for the BC Eagles this season. They're starting things out against UMass. What are the odds for this in-state matchup this weekend?
Yeah, big in-state rivalry here. Well, we can't really call it a rivalry. They don't play that often, but I am really high on Boston College this year, and they're 18-point favorites. The total is 63 for this Saturday's matchup here. And I like BC in this one. I'm going to stay with them here. I just think with their offensive line, with the running game, they're going to be too much for UMass. UMass has not been a great bet over the last 5 years. They rank 124th in the nation in terms of the bet they are in college football out of 130 teams during that time period here. So I don't think they're going to cover this one. I think Boston's going to be able to control the ground game. UMass is coming off a 63-point performance last week over Duquesne, but they're not playing Duquesne this week. They're going up against what I think will be a very, very tough physical defense against Boston College. I think UMass is going to lose this one big. I like BC minus 18.
What about any other college games anywhere else? What should we have an eye on?
Yeah, there's one other big game that I'm sure a lot of people in Boston are going to have an eye on, and that's Notre Dame, Michigan. A lot of Catholics, a lot of Irish descendants in your neck of the world here, so a lot of people will have an eye on Michigan, Notre Dame. Notre Dame now a 1-point favorite, which is a really interesting line move because it wasn't that long ago that Michigan was as much as a 3-point road favorite in this one. I think this is going to be a really tough, gritty football game. I think Michigan has the edge on offense a little bit with new quarterback Shea Patterson coming in, going up against a really tough Notre Dame defense. I think points are going to be hard to come by in this game. I think that both teams are going to have to earn everything they get. So I like the under in that one as well, and I give a lean to Michigan. I think Michigan will pull it out.
Moving on to the NFL, we also talked last week about how difficult it is to sort of bet on the Patriots during the preseason just because of so many different variables. Let's look ahead at week 1 of the regular season. They open things up in Foxborough against the Texans. How do you feel about that game?
Well, they're 6.5-point favorites at home here, and the total's 51. So one of the higher totals in week 1. I think we'll see points in this one. So I do like the over. That number right around touchdown kind of feels like odds makers want you to take the Patriots. I think sportsbooks are going to have to take a side on the Texans, and they know with this number that's where they're going to end up. But call me a sucker. I still like the Pats at home in a game where I think there are going to be a lot of points. I'll take the Patriots, but I think it is a sharp number. I think it's gonna fall right around there. Maybe they win by a touchdown, maybe 10 points.
I agree, Jon. I definitely think they can cover this one. Thanks as always for the advice. We'll check in with you as we get a little closer to week 1 of the regular season. So we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, Michaela. Thank you.